Yo, how's it going, guys? It is Fox98 here. Welcome back to a brand new episode of our F1 2021 Road to Mercedes. If you guys end up enjoying today's video, feel free to drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well, and let's get straight into this video. So as you can see on your screens right now, we're in for a little bit of a wet weekend. We've got lots of upgrades, though, as you can see, that have made it onto the car. A few that haven't, but we've got a lot nonetheless here. And as you can see, we're going to have a look at the progress history. You can see that Mercedes, Red Bull making some upgrades, and McLaren make a big upgrade to go in front of Aston and Ferrari. Then we've got Alpine, AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo all in with each other, and we're still neck and neck with Haas, still not able to catch up to the others. But hopefully we can bang on more upgrades and really start to take the fight. You can see actually we've got plenty on the way up. We've got a major chassis weight redistribution, a major rear downforce upgrade, and a major engine upgrade. So we've got major upgrades on the way, but they're not here yet. So let's get straight into things then. We need to find out what the weekend is going to provide to us. It actually doesn't tell us in terms of the weather, which is a little bit frustrating. Nonetheless, though, we're going to go straight in towards practice. It will not let me choose that IC anymore. What I've noticed, even though I am doing the quick practices, because, quite frankly, I would rather do them, it really damages your engine a lot, which is not brilliant, but we do what we do. We're going to go into the practice sessions now, get as much as we can done, and get ourselves set for quali in the race, where hopefully maybe the wet weather might actually be a bit of an advantage to us, because there's a lot of high-speed corners around Hungary, and we won't be able to take them as quick anymore. So maybe we won't have that much of an issue. We never know. Why is it always... Watch this. I'll do a 50% one, and it'll be fine. It just doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay, never mind. I take it back. That was a bad session. This car is impossible to drive around the circuit. Just don't have any confidence in the car to do anything for me. I'm hoping that it'll improve for the wet weather. I mean, I just literally recorded a video, which you would have already seen by now, of dry tyres, wet track around Hungary. So I've already driven one the wet here literally about 10 minutes ago. So that gives me an advantage, but yeah, I don't have any grip or confidence in the car. Oh my god, this car is just undrivable. Nothing I can do can help this car right now. There's just no grip, no confidence at all. It's like one of those scenarios where, like, you know, if you're not dialed in and hooked up, it's like Hamilton, for example, in Monaco, you know, and you're not dialed in and you just can't get the car to work for you. You just lack confidence every corner. And that's where I am right now. I've got zero confidence. I'm still qualifying ahead of Russell right now, but yeah, I might try and go out for another run on these tyres, but they're going to be very second-hand. It's not going to be good enough to get us through into Q2, I'm afraid. That's not a good lap at all. We just don't have the pace. Absolutely zero pace, zero confidence in the car. I don't know what that's put us on the grid. Let's have a little nose. Definitely wasn't Q2 to put it that way. Let's have a look. Bottas fastest, yada yada yada, as we expect. It is... Wow. So it's P19, but not only that. For the first time this season, we've been out-qualified by George Russell. He has beat us by a tenth of a second. Fair play. I can't argue with that. Yeah, he had the better pace. And we start right at the back.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of the Formula One World Championship. We don't expect too many retirements at this track. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher. He made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. The Hungaro Ring, it's like Monaco without the boats. 14 corners, 6 to the left and 8 to the right, and some very tricky corners to deal with. These rainy conditions out there aren't going to help either, so it's very likely we'll see a safety car or two during today's race. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness, and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Lando Norris and Ricciardo, Sainz, Vettel, Stroll and Pierre Gasly, Tsunoda, Ocon, Sergio Perez, they've taken a grid penalty, and Raikkonen, Fernando Alonso, Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher and George Russell, Mazepin and Thomas. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Right then, so we're here then on the grids to start the Hungarian Grand Prix. Intermediate size from lights to flag. We've also put a brand new engine in. Just as I'm doing this, I'm just reading that Max Verstappen for the Hungarian Grand Prix has just had a brand new power unit put into his car. So we're matching each other, apart from I have to take a grid penalty and he doesn't because he's gone to an older spec. But nevertheless though, enough about Max. I don't care about him. I care about me. I care about the Williams. I care about our road to Mercedes so we can punt off the Red Bulls. I'm joking, alright? Stop, calm down. Here we go. 5 red lights. Now there's 5 anyway. And it lights out and away goes your mum to the shops because you're too lazy to. That was a shit start, oh my god. Nothing about that start was satisfying apart from it was terrible. Right, let's see if we can just lunge it up the inside a little bit. I'm fancying it, you know. And that's exactly what we're doing. And it's exactly what we've done. Right. All back into a bit loosey-goosey. Trying to get past Ocon here. And we've done so. Okay, we're fine. That's a lovely run off the last corner. Stroll now in our sights. We can get him into turn 1. It's quite easy. Brake now. There you go, job done. And we still make the corner just about. So far, feel a bit of confidence in the car in the wet conditions. It's feeling nice. Probably the new engine as well helps. So far, we are on lap 4 of the race. Pace is decent, but we're certainly struggling for rear grip, that's for sure. I've missed my braking point, I had to sort of send it, but yeah, that's my bad. I was too half-hearted about that move, to be honest. But the back end is still all over the shop. I've got no confidence with it still, but it's kind of easier to manage because it's wet, so it's a bit, it's a bit half-hearted there, but still pushing on. Lap times are starting to increase now from everybody. I'm in a position whereby I can keep up with Vettel, Sainz and Tsunoda, or Gasly, in front of me. I just can't get close enough to pass them, so yeah, I'm in a bit of an annoying spot. I mean, we're in the points, so that's cool, but like I just can't get any closer to these guys than where I am right now. It's frustrating me. I've just gone purple in the last sector. We've got a yellow flag though for someone up ahead. Let's see who it is. I'm not sure. It's one of the McLarens that's out. That's big. It's Lando Norris. No safety car or anything like that. But it does push us up a place now. We're now into 9th place, which is great. I'm just trying to, just can't get close to Seb. I want to pass him, but I can't get close to him. This is the closest I've been all race long. Do I just send it? I'm going to. Oh, it's contact. God, you know what? I had to do something. I've been stuck all race long. Sometimes, in Formula 1, you've just got to get your elbows out of it. In real life Formula anyway, the driver on the outside would have given room, but the AIs will just turn in on you anyway, so it's all good. Up into 8th place now. Hopefully, trying to attack Sainz will be a little bit easier because the Ferrari power unit is not as good in a straight line. Alright, here we are then. Last lap of the Grand Prix. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to catch Sainz. I've just been stuck behind these group of cars all race long. It's been quite frustrating. Verstappen wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Will he win it in real life? You'll already know by the time you watch this video. I don't, because I'm recording this before then. But it's going to be P8 though. You know what? The rain has definitely saved us here today. And we pick up some points, and we needed those, so we'll take them. Alright then, so here we are then on the final race results screen here. Verstappen beats Leclerc to the line. Bottas finishing in 3rd. Hamilton finishes... In fact, no one really made any overtakes. It was really, really difficult to overtake. We needed the DRS really, but I'm kind of glad it rained because I think we were able to counter the lack of rear grip that we had and sort of get a better flow. And of course I recorded a race, literally like I said 10 minutes before starting the recording for this, of dry tyres wet track at Hungary. So I'd already had a bit of an understanding of Hungary in the wet. We come across though in P8, sorry, after starting 20th, which was awesome. I think we probably could have got, in fact our fastest lap was a 10th shy of what these two Mercedes were doing, albeit they were stuck behind Charles Leclerc, so probably would have been a lot faster than that, so it's a little bit irrelevant. Norris obviously being the only driver that DNF'd, Russell finishing in 17th, but we're going to take that 100%. Looking at the Drivers' Championship, Hamilton leads Bottas by 42 points, Norris 79 points further back. Verstappen now moves up to 4th in the championship ahead of Leclerc. Perez next in with Ricciardo, Vettel, then ourselves in P9, Stroll in P10. Looking at the Constructors' Championship now, Mercedes are 158 points clear of McLaren, 151 now for Red Bull. Aston Martin on 95, Ferrari a point back on 94. We're currently on 52 points. Our aim is to finish 6th in the Constructors. We're going to be fighting AlphaTauri all the way. Alpine 8th ahead of Haas and then Alfa Romeo. But let's get into the laptop, let's get some upgrades on the car and get through the summer break. Right, so with that being said, one of the upgrades just got onto our car and it was for the aerodynamics and it was our major rear diffuser. That's probably one of the reasons why we struggled a lot actually in terms of rear downforce, because we had 4 front downforce upgrades on the car and we only had 3 rear diffusers. But with that in mind, we are going to, I'm just going to have to go for it. I'm going to try and rush on the next rear diffuser to get on the car for that Belgian Grand Prix. If it doesn't, that's a bit of a shame because it won't come for Singapore now because with the development time. But yeah, we're going to rush that on. We've got to wait 20 days till this engine cover comes on. Again, tyre wear is not important really. Yeah, we're sort of getting it to a point now where we've got to wait really for the facilities to be upgraded before we can, well, supplier has delivered the upgrades above, general wear and durability. We could potentially start doing a bit of this because at the moment, you know, durability is a bit of a problem, but I'm taking fresh engines every race, so there's just no need at some points as well, but we're going to get ourselves now.
The new parts come through the fabrication process.
Oh, thank you very much, mates. Thank you very much. Right, we'll start the summer break. We're now back. Right, the diffuser is probably going to fail, but the rest should come onto the car because they were natural upgrades. This one should fail. It didn't fail. We've rushed it and it's come. Let's go.
They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
It looks like here as well we've got a quality control level 2 coming onto the car, reducing the failure percentage. Durability's got a lot of work done to it, which is good. But there we go then. Our upgrades are now on. How does this work? Whenever I try something that has got a higher percentage of failing, it comes on. In practice, I do everything that means that it's going to go wrong. But I don't even know. It's just weird. But nonetheless, we do now have every single possible front downforce upgrade that we can put onto this car. We've now got every single rear downforce upgrade that we can put onto this car. I guess next we'll just look at some drag reduction and get the drag down a bit on the car. So that would be, obviously I can't do it, but it won't let me see the performance table. So yeah, that's a bit of a tough one though. Look, even if we got that at Belgium, it wouldn't come until a few races afterwards, which is a bit of a shame there. In terms of the chassis, so we did get the engine cover for the weight redistribution, and that does mean that we can actually plough on with the rear floor under tray, which would then get us a little bit further up the order there. So yeah, still some stuff to be done, but we will continue to work on the car in the near future. Unfortunately, this oil pressure pump upgrade has not arrived. It will arrive in time for the Dutch Grand Prix, so we'll have to wait on that. But guys, as we have a look at the performance progress one more time, it won't actually show us until the next one. But anyway, hope you have enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys for the next one. Take care all. Peace.